Afternoon. Let's open this window. Let's get a little light in. Not too much, just a little. Yellow light on my face. All right. I'm in again, guys. I'm in. I keep throwing money into this. Determined to go stay broke forever.
That bull went from. You ever had one of those experiences where you just you judge a book by the cover, and then it turns into a New York Times bestseller? Hey, Ricardo, thanks for coming in, man. Go tuck yourself, buddy. We'll see you tomorrow night. This bowl is empty. Well, there's a little bit left in there, but I'm not going to scrape all that dry rice.
You don't need that.
Mostly empty. This bowl was definitely judge a book by the cover, and then it turns out to be an absolute banger of a meal.
I don't know how to move me over here. I wish I did. So we got it on gold right now. I'm just kind of watching it a little bit. I had to take it off of. I was about to. I want to blow up my account right now on this, so I had to take it off for a second.
I guess that's the take profit trade. The TPT accounts are $1,500 drawdown. I guess my fund of futures is just 1K. I guess, man, that's the one thing about trading so many prop firms right now for me is I get their rules mixed up. I forget, this account has this drawdown. This account has this loss limit. This account has this profit target.
EMA and VW is starting to separate.
Max loss limit, but the take profit trader 25Ks are 1,500. And for some reason, I thought that the Flex and the Rapids were both 1,500, but I guess they're not. I guess they're only 1,000.
Are we in a range now?
I want that previous day low on ES. That's what I'm
I like trading ranges.
Day low.
I'm looking at the 1 minute chart. You can see I haven't even been here that long, and look at that range we've covered.
I guess what I should probably do is have a document up, have like a little Excel spreadsheet up on my trading dashboard.
8787.
That has every account that I'm trading, eval and funded, and what the parameters are, just for a quick snapshot. Because now I've got NextGen, TPT, Lucid, my funded futures. And then if I add Tradeify, that's 5. Tradeify Cup. It's just a lot of information to keep in your head on all these accounts.
Look at that battle down there.
Well, no, prop score is for evaluating what account you want to buy. But when you're actually trading,
lots of buying right here.
Like I need a small little, window snapshot that I could just have. I could just build it in Google Sheets, and just have, my funded futures tab, or not tab, but column, 25K flex, parameters, eval funded. Like I could just build it out so that I can see it while I'm trading. Because once you get more than 2 prop firms going, it's hard to keep them all straight. What's the consistency on this funded account versus what's the consistency on that funded account?
So are we in a range, or what's going on here?
We're going to have a lot of ducks in this race. 30 more seconds.
No dry rice. Couldn't remember if I entered.
10 more seconds. I need ES to find some weakness here. I just have my trading. All right, let's get the names up. How do I go back? How do I go clear?
There's definitely a range, but it's a 2-minute range, and that's sketchy, bro.
How do I go settings? Okay, names.
Here's our 15-minute.
Let's get rid of all these guys.
And then
Grab
queue.
all the users. Stop typing, guys. We got 538 ducks to put in here, one at a time. I'm just kidding. All right, so we got. There's all the ducks. Everybody's duck is in here. 538 of you. Update, save. And so done. We're going to do a 20. Let's do a 20. We'll do a 25-second race. All right? Is that good? 538 ducks about to take off. Set. Oh, look at them all. Here we go.
Let's watch this.
I see Dan Emmons down here, a little pink duck, 167. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we got some contenders. Here we go. The race is on. Jake. Is it gonna be Jake? Is it gonna be Jake?
I didn't see my name on there.
Let's go. There you go, Jake. H007. Rigged. I see you, Jake. How do I grab the name? Can I copy that? How do I copy that? I can't. I'm just going to type it in.
I really want to get myself in.
Lucid, 50K Pro account, baby. Jake _ H007. Let's go, Jake. Jake, you know what to do. Go to the Prop Score Discord to claim your prize, claim your win channel. Good job, buddy. I don't know. The question becomes, chat, do we do the duck race again? Was that fine? No, we use your YouTube ID. Should we use the duck race again, or should we go back to spinning the wheel? What do you think? It's good. Duck race is lame. Needs to be longer. We can do longer. We can do like a 30-second race.
Order filled.
Duck it. Duck race is cool. Duck
If I would have got in right,
duck.
I was identifying if this was a range. I didn't know for sure.
Wheel is lame.
I could have stayed in and got myself in a little better position.
Is that really going to make a big difference? A 30-second race? Tucking the ducks. I'm not doing a 1-minute race. That's ridiculous. Because it doesn't even do anything until like the last 5 seconds. 25 seconds is long enough for us to sit here and look at it. No, we're not doing 1 minute. It's not. Kimberly says spin. Kimberly's not a fan of the ducks. The ducks do look a little like, they look a little cartoony, childish. You know what I mean? It looks a little like lo-fi. Tell your wife to make you do it. There's ducks in Texas. What? Of course there's ducks in Texas. We'll get to 500 likes. We'll do another one. Ducks keep the audience on their toes a little bit. It just looked, I wish it was a little bit more like, write down every name and pull it out of a hat. I mean, that's literally what we're doing with the duck race and the spin your wheel. Maybe there's a pull it out of the hat competition.
There's a couple bottoms here, right?
I know, that's what I was thinking too. Adam, like literally last night, I had that idea. Build an app, build our own custom giveaway app that's rocket scooters going to the moon. I think that would be a cool, somebody needs to build a rocket scooter giveaway platform where we can enter all the names. Everybody gets their own custom rocket scooter, and it's a race to the moon.
You want to donate a plasma?
Somebody can vibe code that, I bet, pretty easily.
That girl who did that one, she's really good. She's probably my favorite so far. All right, here we go. Fake out. The 2 minute? No, 2 minute. Grab that line.
500 likes. Did we get there? Sorry, I was sending a message. I was apologizing. I was kind of a jerk.
Should have bought in right there.
A jerk.
Dang it.
No, I see 494. Somebody's taking their likes away. Probably because I keep blowing up these stupid trades. I cannot get a vibe on this Asian market right now tonight, man. My TP would be if ES can get underneath the low of the day here, I would close it out.
Is it giving me another chance, or is it going to break through it this time?
Just is probably like 750. The nice thing is we do have hedge pressure above us holding this down. We've made it so if you're following kind of your downtrend, you know, you've had your lower low, your lower high, lower low. Hopefully hedge pressure will hold us down again and send us back lower. That's what I'm hoping for. 513, there we go. All right, need a new code word. Let me reset this tool. We'll do one more duck race. And then I don't know about it. I don't know after that. I'm still kind of on the fence about that. What's up? Melon Kunis? How you doing? You go to the song submission channel and the prop score.
So maybe I should have gone over to my micros. I could have got myself in on that one. I didn't trust it with my minis.
Eat your rice. I did eat my rice. There's only just like 2 spoonfuls of it left. I ate pretty much everything.
We're at that hedge pressure he's talking about.
Rootness, vibe code, eat your rice.
He's on S&P.
You're giving. Is that? Lady Darb's giving me the keyword. Sorry. Eat your rice. I have to use her code word. Eat your rice is the code word. Eat your rice. There's your code word. Type it in.
Sure.
Type it in. Eat your rice. Come on, ES. me a little dumpage here. I know you want to take out the previous day low. You're not just going to get within 2 points of the previous day low and leave it right there. You're just not going to do that.
I mean, it could.
I know you're not going to do that.
I think it wants
You're going
to.
to go down and you're going to take out the previous day low before you do anything else. You're not just going to rip all-time highs without taking the previous day low out. Come
I
on.
think it's gonna.
Come on, baby. You know you want it.
Sensitive little plug sometimes. I usually don't look at the 15 this much, but I should have bought in.
What I'm experiencing tonight is exactly what I experienced in the Ninja Trader tournament today.
I'm gonna buy 3.
Where I was just offsides all day. My analysis was, I don't feel like my analysis changed too much.
I'm gonna break down it. We're breaking it down.
From what I normally do or operate, and I think that's just part of the variance of trading, that sometimes your analysis is right on point, and even though you're doing the same thing every day, it's going to be, if your edge is there statistically, over time it will play out that you'll be accurate more often than you're not. But then there will be days like I've had today and tonight, where I feel like my analysis is in line with my edge, but the market is just not, it just isn't, it's not there. It's not participating with me in that. So, and that's not the market's fault. The market is just going to do what it's going to do. It's my fault of not being able to adapt or change or pivot. I still like this trade here. So I still do think the previous day low gets tapped. Now, is it going to happen and let me participate on it on this trade? I don't know. Hopefully hedge pressure won't just yank me around one more time. There's hedge pressure test one more time.
We're in the green, baby. I moved that too quick, didn't I, guys? It's fine. Yeah, we're good. We're good. I think we did move it too fast. Let's see. Let's go to Co-Pilot real quick. Talk this straight out.
Currently, I'm short and getting my ass handed. I was long and I got my ass handed.
In the green overall.
Now I'm short and getting my ass handed. I am the liquidity on my paper trading accounts tonight for all of you. I'm short. I'm literally short right now. Typically, when price opens up below are high volume pivots. They do tend to act as resistance. Once they break through, they can become support. That was my first long, was a retest to go long. That got hammered.
Screen.
Then it was a looking for a to take out the previous day low here on ES. I'm going to give you about 20 more seconds, guys. 20 more seconds. We're going to do one more duck race. I'll give it one more shot.
Eat your rice.
I need to edit list. Let me get rid of all of these names. All right. I'm grabbing all the names. No more entries. No more entries. Bot is turned off. Only 482 this time. I'll go 30 seconds. We're not going. You can stop typing, eat your rice. All of the ducks are in. Set. Here we go. 10-minute race.
I don't know if I got in on this.
30 seconds. Top 5 takes a. Here comes Scott Trades Futures. Something gospel clarity. Scott Trades Futures. Top 5. Down at the bottom, we've got the Prophet Guru Jeffrey.
Does you guys see my name anywhere? I don't even see me on the screen. I'm like clear back there.
9 seconds coming from behind. Thunder
Just trading.
making a run. Fraser making a run.
I don't see my name at all.
Thunder Donkey.
Dang.
Thunder Donkey.
That's fun.
Let's go. All right. Rig. That was in my funded futures. MFF 25K rapid account. Thunder Donkey 1.
All right.
Congratulations. Go to the Prop Sports Discord, claim your win channel, submit a screenshot of your YouTube ID. You know how to do it. All right. I like spin your wheel. Maybe we'll do the duck race one more time later tonight.
Can you see it?
5. You want to do like a tournament? Race 5 and then put the winners into a champion bracket, and then those 5 get to win. One of those wins out.
Oh.
You guys like the duck race that much? Really? A 1 second duck race? Oh my gosh. Can I select like how many winners, and then I can move those winners into the final round? A duck off. The duck off. Here we come into the 9 o'clock hour, guys. This is kind of do or die for me here at this spot. I still think somebody has got to 5 code a rocket scooter giveaway app, like the duck race, but make it rocket scooters, and it's a race to the moon. Everybody launches, and it's a race to the moon. Somebody's got to build that. Karina, you're working on it? Baller.
Well, I wish I knew how to do like record my voice on here.
You can do it by tomorrow's stream. Hook me up, baby. Hook me up. We will test it live on the stream. If you can build it, I will use it.
I hate typing
100%
sometimes.
will use it.
Here we go. We got a
And then some
breakdown of the pattern
swimmers
here.
get shot by red candle lasers, or you could have like them flying.
I would have
through
got
an
stopped out on that
asteroid
trade.
field.
So taking that $100 trade
You can have the rocket like an asteroid field comes at them.
was a
and it starts
really
knocking
amazing
them
trade.
out, and the asteroids are Trump tweets. It's like Trump head asteroids.
I wish I would have liked to
And the Trump heads like
get the profit,
explode into the
but
rocket
yeah, it
scooters
doesn't matter.
and take them out.
It worked. It worked well. It was moving fast. I moved the stop to $100
That could be
profit.
fun.
Like, yeah, that's not how I should have done it, but that's what I did, and it worked so well. Right here, we're following the same. We're following the same trend line, but we're on the opposite side now, which I see this all
I
the
don't know. I
time.
feel like it.
It's like a cross over the hedge, or maybe it's a fake breakout. Now we're going
Farina
back
is an
down.
AI, y'all. Farina doesn't sleep because she's AI. Y'all haven't figured it out yet.
Where's the
Farina's artificial.
Our high is at
intelligence. She's our first
29.25. Our low is at
agentic,
28.79. That's 1,000
intelligent
points.
being.
It's crazy. We hit the.
I swear I've just never traded it. It's like me, people coming in here and saying like, "Hey, trade gold, trade silver, trade whatever, trade corn, trade pork."
So our 200
I know
EMA.
nothing about it, and I just don't really have an interest.
What is this? Our 21
So
EMA on the 21 day. We hit the top of that and we rejected, which is the same, close to at least the 200
Australian dollar,
SMA
Euro-dollar, New Zealand
on
futures,
my
Bitcoin futures, crude oil,
2 minute, which is
E-mini,
interesting.
gold, lean hog, copper, the New York Harbor. What did we say this was? Sulfur something. I can't remember what that is, but we talked about that one night. The Russell, even the micro, natural gas, platinum, RBOB, gasoline. I don't know what RBOB stands for.
Gold is selling off really hard.
Europe-dated Brent futures, CBOE, VIX, USD-dominated IBO Vespa Index, Dow Jones, 30-year Treasury bond, corn futures, 10-year Treasury notes, soybeans. Ultra-low sulfur diesel. That was what it was, Omni-Chan. Thank you. Ultra-low sulfur diesel. God, I can't talk. RBOB is reformulated blend stock for oxygen blending. What the hell?
$104.
Why do we have a futures contract for that? What's my take on lean hogs? I like fat hogs. Lean hogs doesn't sound very good to eat to me. I think fat hogs would be better. Rocket Scooter has soybeans. Yep.
There's something that is not normal happening in the market. This just does not seem normal.
What in the world is reformulated blend stock
So
for oxygenated?
So my NQ trade.
Why? How do I play the duck race? I'll give you a
Trade
code word for the next
was
one. I'll give you a code word.
the
When we
zone
get there.
before
When we get there.
we broke the red. We broke the wedge.
So if you hold
And
a hogs
on
contract to
MNQ,
expiration, they ship you 100 pigs. I think it's more than 100, right? What's a contract? How many hogs do you control on one contract for futures? I don't even know. What's up, Kevin? It's the crack spread, so it's what it costs to reformulate crude oil into gasoline. Ah, gotcha. Here we go. Come on, ES. Come on down here. Let's get that previous day low. I know you want to come down here. Come to daddy. Options contracts are 100. So for every contract on lean hogs, you're basically buying or selling 100 pigs. 40,000 pounds of lean hog carcasses? Is that really what it is? Is that really what it is? Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Take it out. Take it out. It's a lot of bacon.
So I had 2 really good trades right there. Really proud of.
Maybe one. I've got one win. I've got about a $600 win on this on my Gen X account down here. Blew up this eval.
I'm back in green.
It was a $1,500 drawdown, and I was completely wrong and bamboozled on that.
2 more
Haven't touched these
good trades.
Yet. I need ES.
I had
HP held off again.
a wedge zone.
Nice to see HP holding up strong.
Scalp
as resistance
on NQ.
Now we just need it to sell off, take out that
$180,
low, and I'll just be one little happy camper. Guys, let's get to we have
a wedge
how many more? We have
breakout.
4 more accounts to give away tonight. 4 more
3
500
contracts.
futures, 25K rapid accounts. The primo of all accounts on prop score. I'm going to clear this filter.
100.
Clear. 25K 10.0. 25K accounts. These are the accounts we're giving you away right here. 40% off right now. $65.
I'm green.
You can get 3 of these for $65 right now.
33.54.
The code score 10
on the breakout.
Oh,
I was stopped out.
you can take out a $10,000 payout on day 1 of your funded account.
I moved the stop quick.
50% consistency on the eval, no consistency,
And
no data
at
loss
first,
unfunded.
Thought
You can take out up
it
to
was
$10,000
a
with a
mistake.
90% profit split.
But
You can get daily
as the
payouts.
pattern, as the day goes,
25K rapid
has
account, $65.
progressed.
These are the accounts that we're giving away right now. We have 4 more of them to give away.
as the day has progressed, 20 minutes,
Kimberly is all about spinning the wheel tonight.
the wedge
Kimberly, I will save 1 wheel
break
spin for you. For sure.
out.
All right, we
Failed.
will spin that wheel
Again.
1 time tonight for sure. Adam's like, F that duck. Do not do this to me. Come on, come on. You know you want to come down there. Well, looks like I'm still offsides. This is going to be one of those nights that's just very frustrating. Last night was one of those nights that was everything was green. Every decision was the right decision. And tonight it's almost the antithesis. It's the paradoxical night of Tuesday.
Brad, me and you were opposite, my friend. We're being opposites.
Everything is red, and every decision is the wrong decision.
You guys want to watch this with me instead of watching my charts?
It's very frustrating.
I wish I could split this better. I didn't know how to share.
Has a monthly active or monthly charge only if you fail the account. Like if you don't.
We're in a breakout right now.
Let's say you buy an eval. Let's say you blow it up and you don't cancel the account, it will recharge you the next month that eval. If you pass the account, I don't think they charge you anymore. It's only if you haven't passed or if you blow up the eval.
So.
Well.
Whoa.
Freaking prick, man.
Cons aren't it, man?
Should have got out of break even. Yeah, probably. Matt said the PA tonight was going to be bad. Matt was supposed to text me that key information before the show began. I quit. See y'all later.
Look at that hammer right there.
I'm just kidding.
Let's look at the 2-minute, kind of see what we see there. Okay.
Make 1,200, you're out.
That kind of looks like it's doing what it's supposed to, right? Lower.
Been scalping up and down, even better.
So that was the same move up.
Kyle's
then,
back. All right, now
but
we're
our
working
signals
in the
are have no idea what's going on.
We're just floating around. Blowback's open.
This is not clear.
HP is
What's
so
going
far
on?
held price.
That's
down.
because right here is our
Definitely
200.
feels like
Right here's our 50.
it doesn't really
Here's
know
our two
what it wants
nines.
to do.
It's just we're
In
getting
about
all over.
15
Our
minutes, the
RSS is going down. Our RSI is going up. Our
on-call
we
comes
have a lot.
online in 15, 20 minutes, right? At the
We
top
have
of
a
the hour.
bunch of
I just feel like very
volume
frustrated
happening.
with my. Well, I don't even. That's not even true. I don't feel frustrated with my analysis.
I missed whatever move was here, right here.
My
I was getting you
analysis
guys to watch
technically
him.
was the right play on the first trade,
So it's
going long on the retest of hedge pressure. The second entry.
you guys should be watching my screen with my trades. That's where
for basically for VWAP to hold us down and then take out the previous day low. After that massive momentum candle down, I was looking for just a little retrace to VWAP and then dump it. So both analyses were actually, I think, fairly healthy and technically correct. And if they're not going to work out, then that's just what's going to happen. You submitted your first song. It's called Might Be Addicted. Nice. I'll listen.
so my max drawdown is now 24.33, I think.
Maybe it'll bring me some good luck in my trade.
These are big moves too. These candles are massive. Like he said, he didn't do well in his tournament. My tournament is coming up. The second in 2 weeks. Oh shoot, I have something going on that day at 8 a.m. FD it says. Probation office. Shit. So I'm gonna have to do some pre-market look, and then hopefully at 9:30 is 7:30. So I'm gonna have to I might try to. I don't know. It sucks. I don't know how to do that. I changed my phone bill, so it's my Wi-Fi won't work. There's no real signal here. We're literally in between PP and S1. My nines are flipping, flopping. I thought we got a fake out there. This is lower. There's a lot, but that's higher. So that could say that we're going to break down.
This is Melon Kunis.
This is ES, not MES, and I'm not going to. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna. I think I could probably get in, but it's a lot of points. So now above the 21 day on the, we're approaching these pressure points,
Well done,
these trends.
gentlemen. Very good. It didn't really bring me the luck I was hoping for. But great listen anyway. Very nice. Keep up. Do another one. Put some more in there. Of course, yeah. Very, very well done.
We need to get
I just need I'm reaching that point on this trade with this account that I'm like,
are we gonna break
the
through
full
this, or are we gonna
mortgage
is this gonna be our bottom line?
strong on this one.
We obviously
I did
have
for the Ducks. Yeah,
we
you weren't
have
here,
some
Kyle?
pushes.
You weren't here for the Ducks. We did
Right
two
here.
duck races. You did. I did two of them. I don't ever look at the euro. No. I used to trade forex all the time. Trade euro dollar, pound dollar, CAD dollar, euro Swiss.
So it says we're in an uptrend right now.
Aussie dollar. I used to trade all that stuff. Don't full port. Nah, this account it's too far gone at this point. It's a kind of a one and done.
It'd be nice to get to $500.
I've got 5 funded accounts right now, so that's 5 funded accounts is a lot for me to manage on my own anyway. I really only have these evals fired up just for the stream on the Asia, because quite honestly, the Asia session for me is I'm still, even after 4 months, I'm still kind of like getting my feet under me. Like, I'm having more good nights now than I'm having bad nights on my trading, but I'm still not like crazy confident in my Asia trades right now. So I typically don't trade my funded accounts at all during the Asia session. I typically only do those in the New York session. The only exception I have to that is my Gen X account down here. This 25K next gen funded account. I have taken all of these trades in the Asia session to get that $5,000 profit. So, do you even trade funded, bro? Do you even trade funded? Where's the song? It's in the prop score.
Trading took lined up beautifully with
prop score.
Hold on, this guy's being loud. We don't need to listen to him. Just me. Just listen to me, not Dave. Brian, I mean. Brad. Just listen to me. Okay. So you can see my screen?
all right, and just yes, I can see your screen clearly now. I see the M&Q chart you're sharing and that whole structure we've been talking about. So it's all about that wedge breakout and the NQ move that aligned with it. We're in a good place now. I was fully focused on what you're showing me.
Cool. So I'm reading the RSI right here. It looks like we are extended on the move. And it looks like it's trying to continue.
I can absolutely see that RSI curve right there, Drew. It's bending upwards. And you're right, that's a solid sign that momentum is picking up and we might get that continuation move. Everything looks good from my side, and I'm right here following along. Just let me know which indicator or level you want to focus on next.
I want to try to get us in the green 500, but I guess for having what happened today, being down as much as we were and up to 33, it's a good beginning. Looks like you. Alrighty then. There's nothing that's clean on this chart. This is tough trading to me. Maybe there is. I don't know. Not that I can see. Like, it's not very clean. It's not very clean. You know. I'm not sure when
That's hilarious.
I will
We have, what do we have? We have 4 more giveaways to do, guys.
trade.
Get us to 600 likes. There's 800 people watching the show right now, which is
Start
That's baller.
orientation tomorrow at
But we need to
10 a.m.
get the likes up to 600, and we have 4 more My Funded Futures 25K rapid accounts. These are the best accounts. They score a 10.0, mathematically ranked model based on return on investment, simplicity to pass, drawdown per price, price per time in market, and payout, daily payouts, max payouts, monthly payouts. It just kicks ass all across the board. 500 Futures 25K rapid. We have 4 more of these accounts to give away to you guys tonight. Account saved. Dan, I almost full ported. Do you remember that night, Dan, when I just full ported because I was just tired of it and I wanted it to blow up? I almost did that just now, and I'm kicking myself for not. I almost just did it again because I was like, I'm just tired of this thing. I just want to blow it up. It's just like one of these torturous murder scenes where the guy's just like, you're going to die, but I'm going to take my time just like giving you paper cuts until you bleed to death. That's what it feels like on this account.
The chart feels
I cut the trade,
difficult
yep, and then
tonight
2 minutes later, it ripped another
as well.
150 points. I remember that, yep. That was a crazy night. That's when we were talking about full port shorten, and we were talking about what we were going to call. Wasn't that the night we were talking about like pinching the peak and all that? Man, my nose is getting all stoppy, and my throat is getting all not great. I definitely think that whatever Lady Darb had, she has passed it to me. I don't like feel bad, but I can just feel my head like getting congested. Dude, are we gonna come out and take out are we gonna come take it out? Hong Kong's about to come online. As long as we're range bound from this to be the low and we retest that low, this account was literally like $40 from breach. You can see my trade literally on my DOM. It's right here. It's right here above my head. 6 micros at 28,905 micro NQM. It's literally right there above my head. Question is do I go to break even or do I hold out from my original analysis and we shoot for the previous day low? It won't. The trades are not going to show up on the charts because I'm not logged in on TradingView with my funded futures. I'm logged in with my next gen account. So you're going to have to see all the trades over here. Hold. Chop me harder, daddy. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna have to listen to that one before I play it on the stream. Good Lord. That's a little aggressive. I'm gonna have to bet that one. I'm sure it's not bad, but I just, I can't take the chance on my show there. I'm asking all of the DGen gamblers what I should do on my trade. Chat, should I hold or should I go to break even? The DGen gamblers. Hold it, baby. Hold it. Kyle, you got a second payout today? Holy crap, bro. Let's go. I'll be in profit soon. Just hold. I was ready for this account to say goodbye, so we can hold. I've already just accepted that this account is dead. So let's just hold it and see what happens. I've accepted its death already. I've accepted its death. Go break even and wait another retest of HP. That's actually probably the best advice the chat has given. I'm holding for 73.54. That's what I'm holding. 73.54. New session low. Hong Kong just came online. Hold. 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 I should be listening to this song. Charts don't give a damn. Your account was almost blown with that position. Guys, I tell you, you should not copy trade me. Please don't. I don't want you getting mad at me. You got to take responsibility. You're pushing the buttons. Yeah, the entry was not ideal. Agreed. Entry was definitely not ideal. Dude, we're so close to 600. We need 3 more likes, guys. 3 more is all we need. We're here to copy everything you do. I definitely would say the Asia session is not where you want to be copying. You can find my playlist in the description of this video. There's a link to my Suno playlist in the description of this video. I need Trump to say something bad. New week opening gap? Yep. I am not the GOAT, but I appreciate the compliment either. Anyway. How do you keep skipping my message? Cut for a loss now? I don't know. I'm on live chat. Hold. 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 I'm going for the previous day low. Come on. 354. 354. Your song did bring me back. It just didn't do it while it was playing. This account is probably dead. It's gonna just completely flip here and rip up. I'm calling it right here. It's gonna completely flip and rip up. I don't know, man. This kind of feels. We had an engulfing for all of you candle pattern traders. Had a nice little engulfing bearish candle on the 30-minute right there. If you're an ICT trader, this is a nice little order block to trade from. It shouldn't come back above or 50% of the bar. This up close candle. That open right there is the top of your order block if you're an ICT trader. You had a nice hourly pin bar up here to set up the down move, or a half hour pin bar there. We'll see if this 30-minute order block holds up or not, shall we? Technically, you have a breaker block here, the last down close candle before you run liquidity, and then you close back through a fair value gap. That's a breaker block. I know my IT stuff, man. Don't you play with me. Dump it, baby. Give me a red FU candle. Let's go. About to invert this fair value gap. New day opening gap. Right back up to the bottom of that new day. Second payout acquired. Let's go, Kyle. 2 in 1 day. You go from nothing in 6 months to 2 in 1 day, dude. That's incredible. That's incredible, man. Way to go. Sell it, baby. Sell it. A lot of selling pressure here in the last 15 minutes or so. Quite the engulfing candle on that 10-minute. And the 15. And the 30. And the 1 hour. I like it. I don't know. I think I'm going to be okay here. Hold. 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 Let's go. Come on, baby. Give me a little bit more. I need 6 more points. Yes. 6 more points. Where's my Braveheart memes? I wish we could put memes in the YouTube chat. Although you guys would never stop. It would just be meme central. We would never be able to read anything. The first and last are the most expensive. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. There would be a meme tsunami in here. Hey, 618. I like it. 618. Give me a keyword. Give me a keyword, chat.
Pocket.
Hold.
I agree, hold.
We can do hold. Hold is good. Hold the line. That's even better. Hold the line. I like it. Hold the line is the keyword. Type it in. All one word. Hold the line, baby. There you go. There's your keyword. Hold. Give me a red FU candle. Again, I've already accepted I've accepted the loss on this. I've accepted that this account is dead. any money it makes now from this point on. It's I want my take profit, or I don't want to see this account anymore. That's how I feel about this account. Hit my take profit, damn it, or I don't even care about you.
That's me.
A lot of buyers down here trying to hold this up. Having some difficulty breaking through. Having some difficulty breaking through here. And we're back into the break-even red line here. Not ideal. Oh, it's been quite entertaining, though. It's been quite entertaining. What a crappy trading session. I don't like it. I don't like it. All right, we're gonna do. You got 30 seconds, guys. And then we'll do one more duck race. I'll let chat pick the time limit as long as it's anything under a minute or less. My throat is definitely getting a little sore. That's not good. Not good. We can do 69 seconds. We can do 67 seconds. Get yourself some oregano oil. I'm trying to pay attention. I'm watching the timer on my bot, and I'm watching chat, and I'm watching the trade. I really don't want to pull duck race up. I don't want to pull duck race up while we're this close to TP, because I have a manual TP on this right now. I'm going to exit when ES takes out the daily low. That's my exit, and I don't want to do it. Let them wait. All right, I'll tell you this. No more entries. I'm turning the bot off, all right? The bot is off. No more entries. You can stop typing. There's 453 people. You can stop typing. Take the profit. Oh, I love how chat gets so emotionally involved in my trades. I love it. I love it. Half of you are like, go break even. Half of you are like, take the profit. Half of you are like, hold. It's so awesome. You get so emotionally involved in my trade. I know you want the best for me. I want the best for me too, but I already have 5 funded accounts. And quite honestly, the thought of having to manage like 7 or 8 funded accounts right now does not sound fun to me. Turn the bot off after 1 minute, make it more competitive for the people paying attention. Maybe. We have the same trade. Papa Les, we're in the same trade. All right, well, That makes me feel better. It makes me feel better that I'm short with Papa Wells. I'm short 6 micros. You can see it on my DOM right above my head. Right above my head in the video, you can see my DOM. Hey, Shivax, thanks for being here, man. Go tuck yourself, buddy. We'll see you tomorrow night, all right? You just want the race. You don't care about my trade? All right. I see how you are. Chat, you better yell at me if we start getting down there. You better freaking yell at me in the chat right now. All right. Edit list. Delete. New list. 465 names. We're going to go 69 seconds. 69 seconds. All right. Set. Here we go. Off to the races we go. Ticks for Tally out front. Paulo Oliveira. Gamma's taking a quick lead. Sinister Scalper, falling back. Java Y, Kin Charge. Ticks for Tally still hanging in. Lauren Hall up in the front. Here comes 2 Luke 7 and Lisa Babies. We still got 36 seconds. This race is far from over. John White making a run. Marzina up front. Jax. Here comes Tim Court out of nowhere, taking a strong lead. Oh, up at the top. Chump Trader. Chump Trader coming in strong. Nope, he ran out of gas. Chump Trader falling back.
Where am I?
Walker Hound is making a slow approach. Here comes Savage Princess out of nowhere. Savage Princess out of nowhere. Oh my gosh. From the back of the pile, Savage Princess, PG Contract for the win. PG Contract.
Fuck PG.
For the win. That was savage. Savage. Dang. Wow. What a race. What a race.
Order submitted.
PG Contract.
Order filled.
729 is the winner.
Order submitted.
You have been entered into the winner's circle. Congratulations. I know, Savage Princess. It's so
Order
bad.
submitted.
You were right there in PG. This is why the duck race sucks. This is why the duck race sucks, because when you spin the wheel, you don't know how close you are to winning. But with the duck race, you get your hopes up, and then they just get dashed on the rocks of disappointment.
No. It's a huge loss on this year.
Oh, my God. PG Contract. Did they say anything? PG Contract, did they say anything? What happened to my trade? That's horrible. My trade is at break even. Did PG Contract say anything? I haven't seen PJ Contract say anything.
She took the profits.
They did? Okay, cool. Cool. Hopefully he knows the drill. Go to the Prop Score Discord. Go to the Claim Your Win channel. Submit a screenshot of your YouTube ID.
Order
Well,
canceled.
this just sucks now, man. So disappointing.
Order filled.
Oh, shoot.
So disappointing.
That was intense. I'm not
I
going to
was
do that again.
looking
We're
at
done.
this from a
We're
technical
done.
analysis,
I thought we were going to get a
This-
rebound there.
This right here should hold price down. That's your ICT bearish fair value gap along with VWAP. Price shouldn't close back above that. If we're going to see lower prices, should respect that and then fall lower. I'm telling you, the duck race is not good for your mental health. I promise you, the spinning the wheel is so much easier on your mental health. Consequent encroachment of the 5-minute bearish fair value gap. Yes, the session high is good for mental health. Don't speak that evil over me, Cave Manning. Don't you speak that over me. What a roller coaster ride of an Asia session, man.
Oh, we just broke that hardcore, dude. Holy cow.
Whippy,
Got out of that just in time. Holy cow.
whippy, no continuation. I'm pretty sure it picks a winner at the beginning, and then it's just animation all the way through. Complete animation. Look at this. Look at this absolute trash. Absolute trash. There's your ICT failure. Look at the absolute trash. Holy mother. Goodbye. My gosh. Oh. There's your emotional disturbance.
Holy cow.
What a disappointment. See, the ducks piss you off, right? Half of the chat is like, I told you to go to break even. Half of the chat is like, oh man, that sucks.
Put a sell and then buy.
So funny. Now watch it go take out the previous day low record. At least I had some dry rice today. Dan, don't you bring that into me, man. Dan's over there like, I told you what to do 25 minutes ago, son. This was a total cluster duck. This Drake can just duck off.
This is crazy.
Just ducking tuck us early. I've never had more fun blowing up 2 accounts. Gotta be honest. Do I feel like this candle was personal? Hitch, it does feel a little personal, doesn't it? It definitely feels a little personal. I'm definitely taking it that way. It's just like, what the hell, man? Yeah, it's not real money, so I don't care. That's exactly right, Papa. I mean, it's real money in the sense that I spent $57 on those accounts. So yeah, that money's gone. So I'm out 2 days of trading and $114. Yeah, normally the 25K accounts are where I'm comfortable, just because I can buy so many of them. and I can give myself plenty of opportunity to pass them and load up my funded farm system. Try dropping 100K of your own money. Yeah, that would feel a lot differently, wouldn't it? Still can't get under the May 7th point of control. Holding strong. Holding strong. I still feel like we make a new daily low before we go higher. I think at least on ES, we make a new daily low, and Wednesday becomes your low of the week. And then we rip Thursday and Friday, I think, are higher. I think Thursday and Friday are higher price action. Next gen website down, I have no idea. I haven't looked at it since before the show started. I can go look. It doesn't look like it. I'm right now.
I could have got a lot more points off this, but that's fine.
There. Everything's working. NextGenProTraderFunding.com. It's a really long name for a website. Really long name for a website. All right, we still have 3. All right. We still have 3 My Funded Futures accounts to give away. We will do one for the next each 15 minutes. So we'll do one each for the next 15 minutes. So we'll do our next one at 10:15, and then we'll do one at 10:30. Then we'll do one at 10:45.
We're gonna have a collapse
before I tuck you all into
soon.
it.
Yeah. Claude, good call, sir.
Next Gen Pro Trader Funding Technical Trading Indicator Software Services.com. Does NinjaTrader work with Next Gen accounts? I don't know. So they give you AMP credentials. You actually log in with an AMP account. And you actually log in with an AMP live account. So I don't know if you can use your AMP credentials to log into NinjaTrader or not. I'm not an expert on that. NextGen only works with TradingView is what someone in the chat is saying. So swans are better luck than ducks. Farina, how's the Rocket Scooter giveaway app coming? Any luck? Oh man, I gotta get this fan situation.
So we had
the
candle is on right now.
Where the sweaty situation.
Oh, we were right here.
The angle just right. Don't rush you.
Good call.
I'm not rushing you. Zill, you and me both, buddy. You and me both. I went long, got my butt kicked. Went short, got my butt kicked. Whatever I'm doing, it's a fade Brad night tonight. That is
Don't listen to that first part. How good are you at using your voice? Can I post screenshots and you talk to me at the same time, or?
had already written that account off. It was fun entertainment. What is this song? What in the hell is this song? That's crazy. What's up, Trading? Mally, my favorite prop firm right now would be a toss-up between Lucid and MFFU Futures. They're both fantastic. MFFU Futures has more account options to choose from, to pick from. Lucid, their flex accounts to me, you have a better drawdown to take profit. You only have to make $12.50 to pass the flex. On the MFFU Futures, you have to make $1,500. MFFU Futures on their flex accounts, it's 80% profit split. Lucid is 90% profit split. They both have no daily loss limit or consistency on the funded side. They both let you take out $1,000 every 5 days. I think the edge goes to Lucid on the flex accounts. MFFU Futures is a little bit more expensive as well. You just want to give up on a day like today. I mean, sometimes the best thing to do is just to walk away. Like, for me, these evaluations, like I said again, these evaluations are not a make or break deal for me. These are, I'm not going to let these trades mean nothing to me. They will have zero impact on what I do in the New York session tomorrow. Absolutely nothing. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to wake up in the morning, and I'm 51 years old. I'm going to forget this stream even happened. Checking the announcements in Discord, everybody.
28968.
Oh, baby. Just got a new announcement. This week on the Discord giveaway show, they've got a very special guest joining Kyle and Farina. Our very own Daddy Matt Matosky, the founder of PropScore, the inventor of Rocket Scooter, will be hopping on for a founders Q&A prop firm hot take segment at the start of the Discord show. You can drop your questions. There's a form in the announcements channel. You can drop your questions, prop firm hot takes, payout drawdown opinions, or anything you want Matt to talk about on the Discord giveaway. They'll pick the best ones and have Matt react. So giveaway show will be on the 22nd, Friday, after market close, as normal, heading into the weekend. So
give me an entry.
Special guest, Matosky, making a guest appearance. And extra giveaway accounts, I hear. Chuck E. Cheese is the guest. I know, Melon. I was up and I was waiting for my take profit, and then I just got completely blue chew pill candles. Wiped me out. It is what it is. What do you call us? Matt calls us degenerates. Neon calls us scoundrels. What do I call you? You're my wick ticklers, man. Bunch of wick ticklers. I don't know. What do you want me to call you? What do you want me to call you? Gambling friends. Call me daddy. Wick ticklers. Let's go. Traders. Daily Nana. So formal. Some of you are degens. Some of you are trolls. Some of you are newbies, wickologists, scallywags, wicklers. Wicklers isn't bad. It's a nice. Wicklers is not a bad little combo name. Hairy Uncrustables. Definitely not carrot lovers. I need to tickle some wicks. I haven't tickled a wick in a little while. Silver fox lovers, Miss K. Making me blush over here. Would I short ES? I don't know, man. I'm at a complete loss. I'm completely out of tune with what the market's doing right now. I call chat annoying. No, I don't. Some nights you can be annoying. HP could hold up here again and give you another shot down. It's definitely not showing any willingness to find bull pressure here. The buying pressure dies out at this level, and the bears kind of pick it up. And then when we get down to that bottom of that range, the bears die out and have no steam to take it lower, and the bulls pick it back up. So it's just one of those. I just got chopped. This is a classic chop scenario, and I was just on the wrong side of the chop tonight, both times. I was looking for a continuation play off of my first buy from HP. Obviously got slapped very quickly and roughly. It could be we're waiting for FOMC minutes tomorrow, and we have NVIDIA earnings at market close tomorrow as well. So Chop Fest, biggest weakness is right on, man. Which Chop Fest is fine. I don't mind Chop Fest as long as I'm like clear that we would be in kind of some consolidation zone that I could play the edges. I was looking, so the reason I got chopped tonight is because I was buying the top and selling. I diddled in the middle on my second trade, and I got completely pummeled. Had I just waited for another HP test, it would have been a miraculous trade, big green. And instead, I was impatient, diddled in the middle, and got hammered. I got blended up, chopped up. Trading around the daily pivot, yeah. We certainly are. Which, if you're a scalper, range trading can be a scalper's paradise. Trading back to the middle. I was looking for a continuation play both times and didn't get it. So lesson learned, be more patient. I don't really feel like I was overconfident in my approach tonight, but I also, my second trade definitely was impatient and not a great entry. That's on me. Absolutely, that's on me. Oh, all right, coming up on our next giveaway, about 5 more minutes. Winners or losers to win. I'm going to need a new keyword there. NVIDIA earnings tomorrow, I think after close, are going to jolt the market a little bit. I think tomorrow we have a new low of day on at least ES. I don't know that we make a new low of day on NQ, but I think ES gives us a new low of day tomorrow. I think Thursday and Friday we bounce. Wicklers. I like wicklers. Let's do wicklers. I might have to reset my bot. It often at this time of night it makes me. Oh no, it worked. Cool. All right, wicklers it is. Type it in, wicklers. Wicketeers. That's kind of cool too. Wicketeers is nice. I like wicklers. Oh. You know what I'm going to do? Hold on a second. I'm going to leave my office door open a little bit, see if I can get some of that cold AC coming in. There's nobody else in the little office wing here. There's nobody else in here, so if I hear somebody come in, I'll have to close it. But I'll leave the door open, and maybe I can get some heat, some cold air circulating in. Look at the barcoding. Just barcoding. A lot of wicks down here. Guys, look at the 4-hour time frame. Does this look bullish or bearish? 4-hour time frame, bullish or bearish?
Looks like consolidation.
Neutral, bearish, bearish, bullish, bullish, bearish, 4-hour bearish. Higher time frame, 4-hour. What do y'all think? Bearish or bullish? Choppy, bullish, bearish, bearish. Like half the chat. Iron Bugs is bullish all the way. Definite buy. Consolidation, no way to tell. I don't know how I feel about this. Technically, we have closed under the last swing low. We made we've made lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower high. $73.36 could be in the cards, maybe. Daily obviously is very bullish, but that's a really interesting 4-hour time frame to me. I kind of think this is what I've said since Sunday night. I kind of think we move sideways to slightly down. I don't think we fall off, but I think we move sideways, maybe make one more lower low sideways, and then we go higher. I think we just base out here, get into a little choppy range, and then bam, all-time highs. As soon as the war ends, this thing's going to take off. Oil's going to tank. Inflation's going to tank. Interest rates will start coming down once inflation starts coming down. Right around midterms, we will be skyrocketing. Trump is not going to let the market, right before midterms, this is going to be at all-time highs. There is absolutely no way Trump is not going to manufacture some way to manipulate all-time highs heading into the midterms. Yeah, buying the lower DD band is an every single time play. July 4th, the 250th anniversary, all-time highs. Yeah, I mean, there's so many things coming up that war ends, oil drops, July 4th, midterms. This is definitely going to continue to go up. So whatever opportunity you can to buy, these are your lows to be buying from. So, can I explain my indicators? So the main thing I have on my chart right now are the rocket scooter high volume pivots. So the dynamic MHP stands for monthly hedge pressure, and it's an overnight level for maximum gamma exposure for dealer hedged options. And it's just an algorithm that the rocket scooter servers data computes, and then we put it on our charts. We also have the dynamic hedge pressure, which is a weekly hedge pressure right here. Well, they're high volume pivots and they act as support and resistance anytime you're around them. But really, the whole system is built around the rocket scooter platform itself, which prints all of these charts on the platform, and then it offers other confluence indicators to tell us the strength of the underlying and overall market as we approach those high volume pivots. So that's a very brief description. All right, how many we got? Where are we at? All right, that's good. All right, you can stop typing, Wicklers. No more entries. One entry per person. I got them all. I got them all. I got them all. No more names. Bam. There's the new names. 434 of you. You can stop typing. Please stop typing. You're going to get put in timeout. There's no more entries. Literally stop. 69 seconds. Oh, sweet, Kyle. That is so nice. Dang, we got one of the best firms in the business dropping a huge sale, and we have a ton of accounts to give away from them tomorrow. Holy crap. That is going to be incredible. I've been wanting to try these guys out. I might have to steal one of those accounts. Dang, that's so sweet. Oh, that's so sweet. It's not my fun of features. All right, here we go. New race. My fun of features 25K rapid. Trading for progress out front, Moonlighty.
Order
Something good
submitted.
will happen today. Read a tick and Sam's flying, making an early run for the lead. We know how this works. The guys in front at first never win. We know it's always someone from the back. The back of the pack always comes in late.
I was not supposed to click
Look
mute.
at all those names. Zilt from Finland up there. Super Howie, Patricia Christian, Moonboy making a run here with. He's going too fast. He's going to burn out. Deuce Leverage, Kaizen Capital, Keith Matthew coming up. Oh, look at this. Profit Pilot dashing from the back all the way to the front. Profit Pilot making a run. Here comes Jake Cole. I see Jake Cole making a move. Christopher Huffman making a move. Holding up strong. Oh, here we come. Here we come from the back of the pack. Italy L making a push. 9 seconds. 8 seconds. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? 5, 4, 3. Oh my gosh, it's going to be Paulo Oliveira! Paulo Oliveira, type something in the chat. You are the winner. You guys just want to race. That's all you want. You're like, I don't even care. I just want to make it. I want to make it feel like it's a competition, as though you can. I see you. As though you can make your duck go faster for some reason. All right, let me type you in. Paulo Oliveira -M1S. All right.
Order canceled.
All right, that's good enough.
You have been entered. My Fund of Futures,
To
25K rapid account. You are in the winner's circle. Go to the Prop Score Discord to claim your prize. Good luck. All right, we'll do another one in about 10 minutes, all right? We still have 2 more to do. You never see your duck? I don't know what to tell you, man. Your duck swims backwards. Do not tell them that. Gringo Loco is lying to you. It's not true. Oh, yeah, I did. Sea buckets, I definitely did. You can click the trophy in the bottom right. It will show the leaderboard and all the names. Let you copy. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Jay, I made some good money today. So I made $643 on my Gen X account down here. I made $200 on both of my funded accounts here. I flipped my last 2 days for my take profit accounts. They're now completely flipped. I just need to wait until the close of the day tomorrow, and then I can activate these 2 funded accounts. And then I blew up 2 evals tonight. I got chopped up crazily inside this whole mess tonight on these 2 flex accounts.
Breakout
tonight, and I'm probably not going to. This late in the session, I'm not going to get into any more evals. I'll save those for tomorrow. But yeah, no, it's a good trading day for me today. Tonight it's been trash, but it's fine.
What a roller coaster day. All right, we are ending the.
Dave, you passed that eval in 3 trading days with 1 micro. Dave is the king of the 1 micro trades, man. He is so consistent with the 1 micros.
All right, guys.
And his advice is correct. Size down if you're struggling. Size down.
I'm getting kind of lucky. I'm tired. My eyes are hurting. I think it's time to call it a day. I brought my account from $700 down almost. Wasn't it? What was it? $300 down? I don't know. Let's refresh this. We'll bring this over on the screen for you guys to look at it. so you guys can get it. So we're at $330, $33. So last time we looked at it, time before that, we were down. I can't remember what we were down. I can look at my journal, I guess. We're up 204. It brings my drawdown down to up to 224, 204. That means out of the 3 trading days that I got to do, I mean, they say 2 trading days, but you'd have to get right on 750. I don't understand how you do that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And we got the breakouts happening, but that's all right. 2 weeks in the tournament starts, guys. And I'm going to miss about the first 2 hours of it, which sucks. That's all right. That's all right. We're going for 26.5. We're just trading smart. We're trying to trade smart. Man, I missed it. Holy cow, I missed it. That was a 300. There was that $300 right there. Here, let me take a screenshot of this and send it to you. And let my new. You know, I liked Co-Pilot, guys. I've used Co-Pilot for a while. Claude has its issues. You won't remember. It doesn't carry information, but maybe that's the issue with Co-Pilot. It has too much information and it can't sort it out. I don't know. But being in the positive 204 at the end of the day, we're getting a little bit risky on the trading. I should jump over to MNQ and trade those because look at that. That's a clear change right there. But it's gonna fail. Like that's everything fails. See? It's failing. Like fake breakouts, fake breakouts, fake breakouts. Everything's fake. Like it's crazy to me. This is just chop. We got the spreading right here. That's a good sign, right? On the 5 minute, we got the fanning, which is a good sign. I could get in. Let's do it. Screw it. We'll get in 2 contracts, 3 contracts. Buy the market.
Order filled.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Order submitted.
And we just gave it all back. Asia is just untrustworthy, my friends. I just can't trust Asia. Man.
Order filled. Order submitted.
Often we're not around high volume pivots. I still just, I still kind of fall back into some old patterns here in the Asia session. I don't know of any specific tool other than a calculator. That's the only tool that I know of that actually calculates consistency. You just put in whatever your biggest day profit is, divide it by your consistency percentage, and that tells you what you need to make overall for your profit to maintain consistency. So if you make $500 and you have 40% consistency, take $500 divided by 0.4, and that will tell you what your overall profit target is. What needs to be to maintain consistency, divided by the number of days it takes you to get there. All right, let's get the duck race up. We have two more. Let's get rid of you guys. Let's get the new list. Copying usernames right now. Here we go. 414 of you. You can stop typing. No more entries. Stop it. I'm going to get more annoyed if you don't stop typing. All right, 69, 414. Where's the custom logo? Show custom logo. Where's custom logo? I don't see it. Colors and costumes. We want colors and costumes. I can shuffle the ducks. Ow. Clear list. Done. Where do you shuffle ducks at? I don't see it. On the race screen? All right. Set. Oh, shuffle characters. Shuffle. Okay, so I'll shuffle them. There you go. Everybody shuffle. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And we're off. Pegasus Pat out in front. Jiggy Cartwright coming up right behind. Trading the 9 and the L Shoemaker with Hayden Light is Jamie Cartwright now taking the lead. Pegasus Pat still up by a lead. Here comes Devin Smith. Pat's Reef and Lily Clement. Good life. What a race. It is tight at the top. Uh-oh, here comes Keegan Murphy from behind, making a run. Along with Icoma, Nexo G2, Irie Phelan, Good Life. Red 1, A3 still on front. Irie Phelan, coming down to the final stretch. Here we are. Last 15 seconds, Good Life, Match Reef. Here we come from the back. Who's coming up from the back? Oh my God, we got some Thunder Donkey, Broadside Swift. Thunder Donkey, Broadside Swift. Who's it going to be? Camille Peralta. Camille Peralta out of the back. Oh my God.
So fucking stupid.
Camille Peralta. Photo finish. Photo finish. Good job, Camille. What a duck. I know you're a lady. Camille, you won last week, didn't you? I think Camille won last week. When we have ladies then. That's hilarious. MFF 25K Rapid. Camille Peralta from the back of the pack. Camille Peralta from the back of the pack. It's hilarious.
Order submitted.
All right, we have one more giveaway to do. One more. Let's just go ahead and y'all just want to respin that one? Can we just respin that one? Can we just take her out and respin it for our final account?
Of course, try to get in.
You want a new keyword or just respin? New keyword, run it back, new keyword. I think there's a couple people that didn't get in. All right, we're going to do a new keyword, but you have to be fast. I'm only going to give you 1 minute to enter this keyword. 1 minute only. 1 minute keyword. Duck off. 1 minute keyword, duck off. You have 1 minute to enter, and then we're running it. If you get in, you get in. If you don't, you don't. Duck off. Type it in right now. Duck off. You have 1 minute, guys. That's it. I promise you 1 minute. I'm going to pull the names after 1 minute. YouTube does not like that word. Of course, YouTube doesn't like that word. The mods are like, of course, Brad, thanks. You have, I will give you I'll give you 1 extra minute. I'll give you 1 extra minute. The mods had to get everybody in. I'll give you 1 extra minute.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
1 entry per person.
Order submitted.
All right, final.
Order
You have
canceled.
59 seconds, and that's it. 59 seconds, and that's it. Type it in. Last
Order
chance.
submitted.
Dude, this thing is going to freaking take out the daily low.
Order filled.
Oh. Hold. Hold. All right, 20 seconds. 20 seconds. That's it. There's not going to be very many in this one, I can promise you, because not everybody is getting in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 260. All right, that's it. Only 260 people got in. That's it. 260. Done. Stop typing. The bot's turned off. Stop typing. We'll go, let's do, we'll do a minute and a half, 90 seconds. Kimberly, I know I promised you. I'm sorry to break your heart. It's my fault. had to get into peer pressure tonight. Had to get in. Here we go. And we're off. This is a little bit of a longer race. Quantum Wick out front. B-Rock, Scott Sue, Brian inside. The real in Jones. Here we go. B-Rock making a beeline. Here comes Mrs. Dorsey. I Love Quant and Adrenaline making a run to the top. 1 Milli Mill. Trader Pro making a push. LVD coming up strong. Trader Pro falling off. Ran out of gas. Thunder Donkey making a push again. Thunder Donkey falling off. Bob Barron and Careful X now at the lead. Here we go. Boston out front. Smart versus Trader now taking the lead. He's got a 1 duck lead over right side and Gypsy Geolaki, Quantum Wick, Mally. Here come the back of the pack people finally making their last push. Swagger Pilot up in front. Kimberly C wanted to spin the wheel, but here she is in the front of the pack. Saber Trade, Market Maker, Basic Trading up top. Kimberly C holding the lead, but we're getting a strong push from CO4 Trading. Kimberly C with 10 seconds to go. Kimberly C falling off. Kimberly C out of the picture now. Market Maker.
I haven't even been on the screen one time.
I feel like it's a little cheesy. It's a little cheesy, right? Am I the only one that feels that? It's a little cheesy. I feel cheesy doing it. I feel like I'm lowering my standards. All right, Crypto Tom King. Let me tag you in. The final 500 futures, 25K rapid account. Crypto Tom King. You have been entered into the winner's circle. Go to the Prop Score Discord. You can find a link in the description of this video. It's fun. It's stupidly fun. Somebody tripped your duck. You know what we forgot to do? We forgot to do our boot camp giveaways tonight. Remind me tomorrow to do our boot camp giveaways. We'll do 4 boot camp giveaways right off the jump tomorrow. Fun stream. I'm not sure how I feel about the Ducks. I'm not sure how I feel about the Ducks. I mean, I get that it's entertaining, but it's also like, I don't know, man. Ducks are for Discord. Yeah. If Farina, you gotta get the rocket scooter competition, the animation competition. We gotta get the rocket scooter shooting to the moon, like all the rocket scooters flying to the moon, dodging red candles and Trump asteroids. I think that would be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Well, guys, it's come to that time. I've had another incredible night hanging out with you guys. As always, you guys are my favorite people in the entire world. My favorite people. I love you all. Thank you for showing up and supporting the stream. I'm going to pull up the covers, tuck you in, wish you sweet dreams of green. You're going to want to be in Matt's show tomorrow. We've got some incredible accounts we're giving away tomorrow from an incredible firm. I'm so happy about this. Neon show, my show, all day tomorrow. Big accounts to give away. Thank you guys so much for being here. I am going to go find an Uncrustable, shove down my shorts, cool off for a little bit before I have to take a shower and get in bed, rest my throat. Night shift, clocking out. It's Burns Trades, Papa Les, you're tucked. Adam Daz, LWN, Kevin X, you're tucked. 1 Mil, Solo Futures Trader, Max Reeves, you're tucked. Devil Jinx, Paul Ramirez, THX Rod Trades, you're tucked. As Trader Prop, Rel AR, Gamma, Kendrick Trades. Thanks for being here, guys. Have a great night. Lynn Tech, Walker Hound, Kids Vibes, you're tucked. Keegan Murphy, Bank Proper Trading, Zeller, you're tucked. Ishu, Long Bucks, good night. Dexter Goes Wild, Razor, good night. Matt Evans, Badger, Silver Fit, Say, Magic Reaper, Morgan Machado, good night. King, Stick Tight. Austin, have a great night. Mikey Uchi, have a great night. Keeper Flex Crazy Chris, Moonlight. DLC Trades, Thunder Donkey, have a great night. Ripsaw. Marco Musso, Manitos, Kimberly C, have a great night. Sorry about the deal. Truck and Trading, have a great night. I see Mark Tom Frank, good night.
Order submitted.
Where did we go? Drop Trades, Daily Mana, Croatian Sensation, Sleepwalker, Benson, Blue Skies, you guys are talking. Say good night. Moneymaker Aspiration, good night. Trading for Progress, Paul Ramirez, Vin Shenanigans, this one's now. Allie, have a great night. You're talking. And it's 24-hour live stream. Oh, no way. City Cruz, have a great night. Cheryl, K-Rob, Kyle, have a great night. Mike G, Janice Mendiola, Adam Gabe, Rogan Land, have a great night.
Order
YouTube,
filled.
have a great night, guys. You all Sebastian Tracy, Paul Ramirez, Chris Newt, good night, good night, good night. I'll get right on that, Cizo. Alternator, thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you. Have a great night. Kids Vibes, Walker now. You guys have a great night. You're tough.
Pittsburgh is built to perform. From America's #1 selling floor jacks to sockets, ratchets, and shop equipment, Pittsburgh delivers the reliability you need at prices that can't be beat. Only at Harbor Freight.
Curious about Ozempic or Wegovy, but not sure if your insurance covers it? That's where Rope comes in. Because let's be real, no one likes calling their insurance provider to see if their medication is covered, especially not for GLP-1s like Ozempic or Wegovy. Rope's Insurance Checker lets you know if you're covered for GLP-1s for free. Rope can help you understand if GLP-1s like Ozempic and Wegovy are right for you and your goals. But that's just the beginning. If you're eligible for GLP-1s and want to see if you're covered, all you have to do is submit your insurance card and Rope will take care of the rest. No paperwork, no negotiating, and no waiting on hold. Rope's free insurance checker will send you a comprehensive report of your coverage details so you can make a decision that's right for your goals and your budget. Plus, Rope members have support throughout the process. You'll have access to your provider on demand for any questions. Rope's got you covered because all of it sounds complicated. Where do I get it? How do I get it? How much? What do I do? Pro is taking out all the guesswork for you, so why not try it? Join the over 1 million people who trusted Pro to check their coverage for free.
What we are avatars of the one. The one awareness is exploring all of its possibilities through different avatars. So somehow there is this field of awareness that is, in some sense, deeply and fundamentally who you really are.
What do you think about the AI scientists that signed the paper saying that we need to slow AI down because, and I had one of them on the show, because it passed the Turing test faster than they thought, it's just moving faster than they expected, and they're very worried. Do you think
that AI will ever become conscious. I'm actually not too worried about AI right now myself, so I'm not one of the alarmists that says we need to stop and worry about it. The thing that would alarm me more would be if there were some kind of law that criminalized most people from doing it and let a few people do it, a few companies do it. That alarms me. So if there's going to be any kind of laws, they should be universal and no one should be excluded.
Why aren't you worried about AI?
It's pretty easy, even with ChatGPT, to give it questions it can't answer right now. It's basically a good statistical analyzer. It's not deeply intelligent. It will find things that we humans won't find in medical searches, and so forth. But that's because it just can handle more data and do more statistical analysis than we can. But it's not deeply intelligent. And the founders would tell you that it's fairly straightforward kinds of algorithms. So, and in terms of consciousness, there is no theory right now of any kind that can start with physical systems like circuits, software, and explain even one specific conscious experience, how it arises. So I'll be very, very clear. There's no theory on the planet today that can start with an artificial intelligence and a description of some kind of circuit or some kind of software pattern of activity, and can give you a specific conscious experience like the taste of chocolate or the smell of garlic, where you would say this pattern of activity must be identical, must be the taste of chocolate. It could not be the smell of a rose. There's nothing on the table, and there's nothing even close. So if AIs can be conscious, there are no theories right now at all that could explain how that could possibly be, and nothing that makes it even plausible. So I'm not too worried about AIs being conscious. I think that they will eventually outperform humans in most everyday activities, but simply because they'll have more compute power and can search more deeply than we can.
So for people that don't know you, I'm going to give a super brief synopsis, and by all means, put in where I go awry here. But you believe that this is all a simulation. We are living in a simulation. None of this is real. Space-time itself is not real. We are effectively living inside of what you call the headset. That everything you've ever known or ever experienced is all effectively an illusion. It is a computer video game by way of analogy. Given that, and audience listening at home, you will notice he did not say no. So, and this is something I have forever just dismissed out of hand, that we're living in a simulation. And I say dismissed out of hand because I don't have any evidence to back it up. And I've heard all the arguments from a mathematical perspective that if you believe that humans are capable of creating photorealistic simulations, and you give any rate of progress whatsoever, we will eventually create the simulation. We certainly, with AI and how rapidly it's been advancing, think people now really have a sense of, whoa, we really are going to be able to do this. Apple Vision Pro certainly gives an indication like you will really be able to create some very compelling, very realistic things inside of a visor. So I think people more than ever can see how we could get into a simulation, a simulated world that's convincing. I'll leave it at that. And if that's true, then why would we then, once we create that simulation, not create another simulation? And I will just tell you, as somebody, the t-shirt that I'm wearing is literally about this. We're building a game that we hope over time will be a truly simulated world where people will go in, they will have an identity inside that game. Okay, so if we know that loop exists, then once the game inside the game gets powerful enough, it will do another simulation. Once the game inside that game gets powerful enough, it will do a simulation. And so you end up at this point where just mathematically, it would make more sense to believe that you're in one of those, conceivably infinite recursive loops of a simulation than that you're in base reality. But it just always seemed weird to me to say, no, we're in one of the simulations. But the more I research you, the more I'm like, maybe we really are in a simulation. And to that point, you talk about consciousness as being fundamental. And so I'll need you to explain that for people. That will be so jarring, it will take them a while to really rock that. But that consciousness is fundamental. So couldn't AI ever become a window into what you call a conscious agent in the same way that a human child is, or a dog is, or whatever. That I think is possible. Absolutely. So if you don't mind, walk people through how it could be possible that physicality, everything they see, touch, taste, the loves that they have, all of that is a simulation and not fundamental, meaning it arises out of something else. But consciousness is the foundation. Well, there are two arguments for the idea that what we see is not an objective reality that exists independent of us and is there prior to when we look at it. So in physics, the Nobel Prize last December was given to 3 physicists for the experimental testing of a clean prediction of quantum theory that something called local realism is false. Local realism is the claim that physical objects like electrons have definite, so realism is the claim that an electron has a definite value of position, momentum, and spin when it's not observed. And locality is the claim that those properties have influences that propagate through space-time no faster than the speed of light. And the conjunction of those two claims, the properties exist even when they're not perceived, even when they're not measured, and they have influences that propagate no faster than the speed of light. That's local realism, and local realism is false. How do they prove it? So that's why you get a Nobel Prize. So John Clauser, Anton Zeilinger, and Alan Aspect, over decades, there was a string of experiments that were tighter and tighter. Each experiment closed loopholes in the previous ones. So the experiments have to deal with, they're complicated experiments. I mean, Zeilinger was actually using photons from outer space to get entangled particles that he could use, that you couldn't argue that they were somehow being connected or correlated in some deep way. But basically, the experiments are set up to show that properties like position or momentum or spin, typically they like to use spin, in principle could not have definite values until you actually measure them. So one way that they do this mathematically are there these Bell inequalities. And so if the statistics of the correlations between the particle spins, you have 2 different particles that you're measuring the spin axis, for example, and if they had definite values, even when you weren't observing, you'd have a certain pattern of correlation. And if quantum mechanics is right, and those values don't exist until you measure them, then you have a different pattern of correlation. And so that's what they do. They have to look at a bunch of different measurements, look at the correlations, and the correlations come out to be what quantum theory predicts, and not what our classical intuitions would tell us. And so this was done by Clauser decades ago, but it's so counterintuitive that people are going, okay, well, there must be a loophole here. So then they closed a series of loopholes. And finally, they started getting photons from like distant galaxies where the photons couldn't possibly have certain within space-time causal connections, and close that loophole. And so that's one direction. So physicists tell us that local realism, at least for microscopic, subatomic particles. Recently, they've gotten up to groups of 700 atoms, I believe. So they're showing that these effects, so these superposition effects of quantum theory, are not just at the very, very small end of things. So local realism is false. Now, one can still try to say, well, but that's for really tiny things, but at the macroscopic level, maybe local realism is true. And that leads to a problem because there's no principal distinction in quantum theory between the microscopic and the macro. You can't say at 10 to the minus 20 centimeters, that's the limit. There's no boundary between micro and macro. So, and this is a well-known problem. So that's one direction. I'll just go with that. Now, the other direction of argument is from evolution by natural selection, where you can ask a technical question. Evolution shapes sensory systems to guide adaptive behavior. So that means to keep you alive long enough to reproduce, right? So you have vision and touch and hearing and smell,
And they've been shaped so that you're able to get the food you need, mate, and stay alive, at least long enough to reproduce and pass your genes on to the next generation. That's the standard sort of evolution. Many theorists also think that evolution shapes our sensory systems to tell us truths about objective reality. Like, when I see an apple, that's because there really is an apple. And the red color and the shape really exist, even when they're not perceived. And so notice that's a step beyond just saying that our senses evolved to guide adaptive behavior. They want to say more than that. They want to say that if you guide adaptive behavior, you're going to see the truth. So I decided with my colleagues, Chetan Prakash and Manish Singh and Robert Prentner and others, my graduate students, Justin Mark and Brian Merriam, to test this. Evolution is a mathematically precise theory. We have evolutionary game theory. So there's a technical question. What is the probability that evolution, natural selection, would shape any sensory system to see truths about objective reality, the structure of objective reality? And it's straightforward to prove. What we do is we look at various kinds of so-called fitness payoff functions. Maybe payoff functions that are we can ask, do these payoff functions preserve certain kinds of structures in the world, like orders, a total order, or a partial order, or a metric, or a topology, or a measurable structure. So we can say, we don't know what objective reality is, but suppose it had this structure. What is the probability that fitness payoffs, which govern our evolution, would actually have information about that structure in the world so that we could actually be evolved to have some insight into that structure of objective reality? And in case after case, the answer is probably zero. There are payoff functions that would preserve the structure, but those payoff functions have probability zero in the set of all payoff functions. So that means if you're a betting man, you would bet long odds against it. So it doesn't mean that it can't happen, it's just that probability is zero. And so I take this as a convergence between two of our big theories in science, evolution by natural selection and quantum theory, quantum field theory. Both are telling us that local realism is false. And so I think a good metaphor then is, as you were saying, like a user interface or a video game where you render on the fly what you need. So I'm looking at you, I'm rendering a Tom face, and I look away, and I'm not rendering it. Someone else might be looking at you, and they're rendering their Tom face, but their Tom face is not the same as mine. It's going to be at a different angle and so forth. So we render on the fly, and that's what physics is telling us, basically, that local realism is false. We render on the fly.
And so where you're taking that from is the quantum uncertainty principle, basically. Everything has a probability of being in a given state. And the reason that it's just a big question mark is because nothing's looking at it, so it does not need to render that. It doesn't need to decide. The system, which is the simulation, which people think of as space-time, but they're almost certainly, I've interviewed you so many times, and I know how hard it is to escape this matrix. But once you start looking at space-time as purely a simulation, and that the then rendering only happens when you look at something. So that, to me, makes a hypothesis that I think your data backs up, which, if that were really the case, then I understand why big things would adhere to what seem like a different set of rules where things are static and small things would not, because you're far less likely to observe a first order consequence of something microscopic. You may be observing a second or third order consequence, which raises questions for me that I'm sure we will get to at some point. But just to close the loop on that, so first order consequence, I can look up and see the moon. I see planets, I see stars. And so for that to be persistent, which is going to be a big thing in our discussion today, this is like the prime thing I want to talk to you about is persistence and what that means. But big things will need to be
Buckle up, it's about to get crazy. Get fast, powerful relief of your worst symptoms, like nasal congestion. Claritin clears.
There's great pride in doing projects yourself. It's about knowing you can depend on you. And that independence is why you went to True Value. No matter the project, True Value is here to help you bring your vision to life. True Value, your project, your way.
Crazy Valley Subaru is more than Subaru. We're also Toyota, Ford, Honda, Dodge, Kia, Nissan, VW, Lexus, Chevy, Audi, GMC, with the Idaho Center pre-owned superstore.
Coming soon, a brand new Planet Fitness is opening near you. Join today and save $5 a month on our most popular membership, the PF Black Card. Just $19.99 a month and get all the perks. Join today for $1 down at the new Planet Fitness, coming soon to Caldwell. Offer ends soon.
Persistent, and therefore there is a constant collapsing of its probabilities because there are so many things that require, even if it's just its effects on gravity, there's so many things, quote unquote, witnessing that or measuring that. So I get why those would be stable, but then things where they're so small that there's very little that hinges on that would need to be directly rendered. That would need to, because you can get away with sort of the probabilistic rendering of the big things and their influence by these smaller things, but you don't need a direct representation of the spin, for instance, of a particle that all things that will quote unquote measure it don't see, don't interact with, whatever, because nobody's effectively looking at it. It does not need to be rendered.
Right. So, good.
So that all feel right? Just a
no. That's a great question. And
so great question. I was not asking a question. I was stating a hypothesis.
About
do you think that's crazy, or
no? I think
does that make sense of the macro to the micro level?
Well, it does, but I think a good analogy here that might help clarify the issue is so in, say, Grand Theft Auto, right? I look over, I'm playing with somebody who's, in Canada, and somebody else is in Europe, and someone else is in China. We're all playing the remote version of it, virtual reality. And I look over and I see a red Porsche to my right. And so I say, is there a red Porsche on my right? And the guy in China says, oh yeah, I see a red Porsche. And the guy in Canada agrees, and the guy in Europe agrees as well. So, of course, each of them is rendering their own red Porsche. So there is some reality that's coordinating all of these perceptions, right? So the guy in Canada didn't see a red Porsche until he looked. But when he looked, there was this whole world, of circuits and software that you don't see. There's some supercomputer that's coordinating the whole thing.
How's it coordinating?
In that particular metaphor, right? There's a supercomputer that's taking the inputs from like your headset. What direction are you looking with your headset? Maybe you've got a bodysuit, so it's looking at your arm movements and so forth, and it's feeding all that into a supercomputer, where it's got a model of the game, and in that model there's some red Porsche model. Of course, there's no red Porsche in the computer, and it knows then how to coordinate and send the photons to your headset in Canada and my headset in Irvine and someone else's headset in China, so that we have this notion of a persistent reality of a Porsche, even though individually, each one of us, local realism is false. The Porsche doesn't even exist until I render it. And there's no red Porsche inside the supercomputer. So that's sort of the idea, is that space-time is just a headset, and there's behind space-time, there's going to be an incredibly complicated realm to explore. That's at least as complicated, more complicated as like the supercomputer is to my little headset. The headset is sophisticated, it's beautiful technology, but the supercomputer is really, really powerful thing. And the same thing will be true of space-time. It's just our headset, but if we look beyond that headset, we're going to be finding a realm that's far more complicated. So in some sense, science, up till now, has only studied our headset. We've studied inside space and time. Mm-hmm. We're taking our first baby steps to start to explore. We've cut our teeth in science on studying our headset. We learned the tools in the last 300 or 400 years about experiments, theories, the loop between experiments and theories. But we thought we were studying objective reality when we were studying our headset. But now we have the tools to actually take the first step beyond space-time, start to find structures beyond space-time and their projection back into space-time. And so from that point of view, our view that objects in space-time, we've taken that to a fundamental reality. Well, it's sort of growthful, hopefully in just a few decades. I think the next generation where will have spent a lot of time in virtual reality. What generation can spend a lot of time in virtual reality? So this is a hard concept.
But if you I've heard you say that before. I don't think that's going to get people where you think it's going to get them.
Maybe not.
But in this episode, I want to try to explain why I think that and get your take. So here's what I think we need to do first, and then we'll go even deeper. There's two things we need to do in the near term. One, I think we need to, in our previous interviews, we spent a lot of time dealing with the headset. So for anybody that's sort of confused on that idea of you're living in a simulation, everything that you know and love and touch and have ever experienced, it is all a simulation. You have never existed outside of the headset. So if right there your brain breaks, go watch the other episodes. We spend a tremendous amount of time building that up. But for now, what I want to do is say, okay, I'm going to assume you get it, that your whole life is basically Grand Theft Auto.
Okay.
And people understand it. You've been in there playing the game, and they understand the difference between playing the game and the computer rules and things that give birth to that game. And so that's the difference. What I want to do now is map that one layer back. So I want to take that idea of your life is Grand Theft Auto, but there's this thing called space-time that's outside of it, and get to what you're actually saying, which is that same relationship, but move back one very profound level. Because what it does is it inverts everything. And what it says is that the universe, space-time, is an emergent phenomenon from consciousness. That consciousness is in this, to use that analogy, just to map it back, that consciousness is the quote-unquote computer and rules of the system, and then the simulation is what we all think of as real life. Okay, so that's where we're mapping. So one, does that track for you, that we can move that analogy sort of one rung deeper is probably the word you'd be most comfortable with?
Right. So absolutely, a model in which we take consciousness as fundamental, and we have a mathematical model of consciousness, and we then try to show how space-time gets rendered from that.
Okay, perfect. You can reboot your life, your health, even your career, anything you want. All you need is discipline. I can teach you the tactics that I learned while growing a billion-dollar business that will allow you to see your goals through. Whether you want better health, stronger relationships, a more successful career, any of that is possible with the mindset and business programs in Impact Theory University. Join the thousands of students who have already accomplished amazing things. Tap now for a free trial and get started today. So now in this interview, instead of making references to Grand Theft Auto, unless we need to for an anchor point, I want to talk about space-time like a simulation. Okay. I want to talk about space-time like it is Grand Theft Auto, because researching it this time, I want to sit with it for a while before I start saying I'm 100% behind it. And I mentioned one of our previous interviews that I do revert to the mean after I spend time with you, but each time you're shifting me farther where my mean is sort of closer to you. Mm-hmm. This time, at least in the research, I had a real sense of he's right. Mm-hmm. I don't know about the consciousness is the only part that we may disagree, sure. But that you really gave me an internally consistent set of logic points for why space-time is the simulation. And when I grant you a few base assumptions that we'll go through, my own worldview makes more sense. Okay? And so I realized for the first time, again, fully acknowledging that I may revert to the mean once I've interviewed 3 or 4 other people on totally different topics, and this has already cleared my system. But right now, as we do this, I really felt like you improved what I consider a prediction engine. I think of the human mind as a prediction engine, and the closer you get to baseline truth, the more you're able to predict the outcome of your behaviors. What I'm watching happening with AI, which is why I wanted to start there, I can't make sense. When I think about a hallucinating AI, I'm like, I don't understand. When I think about AI pulling patterns out of noise, I don't understand. When persistence is difficult for AI, I don't understand. And then I research you. Click, click, click. Those pieces fall into place when I assume that it's all already a simulation, and that AI is simply revealing to me how the simulation works. And so, but the fact that we disagree, or maybe we don't, I think AI will be windows into consciousness. I think AI is leveraging your own theories to create AI right now as we're talking about it. I think, I'm a lay person, everybody needs to take this with a huge grain of salt. Trust me, I am well aware of my limitations. But I think right now, that what we're witnessing with things like stable diffusion, where AI is creating an image out of the infinite possibilities that exist within the possibility space of noise. Okay, for people that don't understand how stable diffusion works, that's how it works. Is it dips into the noise to find a pattern and then solidifies that pattern to reveal, is this what you wanted? And what I'm saying is when I research you, I realize, oh my God, that's precisely what your theory predicts in the idea of Gödel's incompleteness theorem, which I have struggled with so hard in the previous interviews. I feel bad for everybody that has to watch me go through that. But the more I feel like I can grasp why you keep coming back to it and why this sort of infinite possibility space is so important to understand, when I watch AI pull a static image out of infinite possibility, I'm like, oh my God, that's exactly what you've been trying to describe. Okay, put a pin in that, because what I want to talk about now is consciousness as fundamental. Because this is the part, if people are really paying attention, this is the part that will change your worldview. To get into the space-time as a construct, as a simulation, you first have to understand that you think that's born of consciousness itself. And please, dear audience, stick with this, because this point is going to be very important as we piece together the predictions that your own model is going to make. But they have to understand this first. So how is it possible that consciousness, the thing that I think everybody intuits, comes from stacking neurons, and you pass through a cricket, an ant, a mouse, a cat, a dog, a dolphin, a gorilla, and humans. It just feels like, oh, just stack more neurons. And then you're ultimately going to get these more sophisticated neurons, which give you a more sophisticated consciousness. That seems so self-evident. And to me, you're saying, nope.
No, and by the way, I'll just, on the pin, I'll just mention that I agree with you that AIs could actually give us a window into consciousness, but they won't create consciousness. That was all I was saying.
Interesting.
So
I think we disagree.
okay, so
But you're
so
so
we can
much
go
more
into
thoughtful.
Oh,
It's so much farther ahead. When we get there, I will lay out my
absolutely.
ignorant perspective.
So consciousness being fundamental.
Meaning that's all there is.
That's right. So the idea would be, and this is, by the way, in some sense, not new. Leibniz, in his monadology, had the same idea. So
I really appreciate that you assume I know what that means. And from context, I can tease it out. But can you tell us what that means?
also, so Leibniz was this genius, contemporary of Newton, sort of a antagonistic. They both invented calculus at roughly the same time. There was a question about who was first and so forth, and they were sort of at each other, but they were contemporaries. But Leibniz had this idea that consciousness couldn't emerge from physical systems. He has a famous argument of the mill, where he in one paragraph basically dismisses the idea that objects inside space and time, like neurons, for example, could create consciousness. For him, it was so obvious that he spent a paragraph on it and moved on. And then he's got a book called The Monadology, where he was proposing essentially that consciousness perceiving entities are the fundamental reality, and that they were interacting.
If I break down the words monadology,
Monad. So MONAD is a technical term for him. It was a new term for him. Monadology has been the book's name, monadology, and it was basically, there was a dynamics. It was a strange dynamics we call a pre-established harmony, where God. So he brought God in on his thing, I believe, to sort of coordinate all the perceptions.
So meaning God was the first mover, the fundamental.
Yeah, the fundamental. Right.
Okay, but he saw it as a creator, touching things with like a divine secret of consciousness.
Yeah, but his ontology was that the fundamental reality beyond space-time was these monads, these perceiving entities, basically. But God, I think, was the deepest reality for Leibniz. There I'm less secure. I'm not sure exactly what his thoughts were on God, but I believe that's what he said. So I just brought that up just to say that, we're not the first to have this kind of idea. Centuries ago, Leibniz, with his modality, had an idea that perceiving entities, experiencing entities, could be more fundamental than the physical space-time world.
All right, you talk about conscious agents.
Right.
Do you mean exactly that same thing?
That's right. So conscious agents are a mathematically precise statement of what we mean by consciousness. Right. So as a scientist, it's not enough for me just to say, okay, there's consciousness beyond space-time and it's fundamental. I have to write down a mathematical description of what I mean by that. So what aspect of consciousness do I take to be fundamental, and what's the math?
Boasts of a knife and fork that can cut a thick pork chop. Strong choice. Hefty, hefty, hefty. You know the name. Now meet the legend.
We're saved.
It seems the prince has returned.
How does it feel to be the mighty warrior?
Pretty great. Masters of the Universe. Rated PG-13. Only PS2 fan.
It's a lot of work to go through an entire vehicle and fix any potential issues before it's ready to sell. At Kendall, we don't do guesswork. After our 163-point inspection, we know that vehicle is safe and ready to go. All that means one thing: confidence. Shop any Kendall dealership and you're covered with the Kendall Auto Protection Plan included in the purchase. Buy with confidence. Drive with peace of mind. Kendall, let's start something great.
Mathematical description. So if you think about it, when you think about consciousness, there's of course experiences, there's learning, memory, problem solving, intelligence, maybe free will. There's lots of things. The notion of a self, all these things that you might think a theory of consciousness needs to incorporate.
I'm so sorry, and I should have done this before, and that apology goes to the audience. If you're new to Donald, it's probably worth just a quick sentence about what consciousness is.
Well, so I would say consciousness is the ability to have experiences, like the taste of chocolate, a headache, emotions.
So this thing feels like something.
Yeah, the way a lot of philosophers will talk about it is to have conscious experience. There's something it's like to be a conscious entity. It's something. There's something it's like to have a headache. There's something it's like to have your, to have a nice cup of coffee or something like that.
Okay, and so let's call that qualia. Again, he's stealing directly from you. But just so we have words, because qualia is going to become very important as we get into your paper and all of that. Okay, so back to conscious agents.
So what we decided to do was we don't want to throw the kitchen sink in our mathematical definition. So we took what we felt was the bare minimum starting point. There are experiences like the taste of chocolate, smell of garlic, and so forth. And those experiences affect the probabilities of other experiences occurring. So there are experiences and probabilistic relationships among experiences. That's it. So we're not bringing in the notion of the self, learning, memory, problem solving, intelligence, none of that. What we're saying is, yeah, all that stuff is important, but we have to prove how it arises from just experiences and probabilistic relationships among experiences. So that's, as a scientist, you try, it's what we call Occam's razor. You want to have the minimum number of assumptions at the start of your theory. Every theory has assumptions. There are the miracles of the theory. We want as few miracles as possible, right? So our only miracles are, well, it's a big miracle. There are experiences and probabilistic relationships among experiences. And we formalize that. The experiences, we just write down what's called probability spaces. We can, if you want, we can talk about probability spaces. And the relationships among experiences are what we call Markovian curves. And we get what's called Markov chains. So it's very simple dynamics.
So we'll explain what Markovian dynamics are in a second. I don't, now that I finally have at least a tiny bit of a grasp, I don't know how important it is if people understand that.
Sure.
But I do want to know, how important is it that
If a man has no
one
friends, pay attention.
bit of
If a man has
qualia
no friends or only a very
impacts
small circle, do
other quality? Like, does that relationship play heavily into the idea of consciousness as a fundamental agent?
Yes, we stipulate that there's a fundamental property that experiences aren't in a vacuum. Experiences probabilistically lead to other experiences.
Okay. It's very interesting that you said not in a vacuum, because that, my whole thesis is that the construct of space-time, the simulation, let's just be very clear, the simulation that is this real world, sorry, it's a terrible use of the real, the simulation that everybody lives in and experiences is required, this is my pitch, the simulation is a required constraint in order to give context that something can be like anything, but that for consciousness to explore the possibility space of qualia, you have to have a rule set, and the rule set that we're all in, which may be one of a bazillion headsets, but the rule set that we're all in creates the possibility for the subset of qualia that we as human beings or lizards or whatever experience. But without that rule set that is space-time, we would not have enough limitations to give us the context in order to feel a certain way.
Exactly. That's a very good way to put it. So that
You're welcome.
a lizard presumably sees things very, very differently.
Hey, how's your day? Oh, well, I'm glad you checked it. Yeah, I thought I messaged you last night too, and I was like, what the hell? And I didn't see it on there either. I was like, that's right. How's your day? Yeah. That's good. You work tomorrow? Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. I go to orientation. I think tomorrow's my orientation. And that's a cool looking dog. Yeah. So. Okay. Sounds good. All right, babe. Sounds good. Me too. Yeah, it's like $20. That's what I can do. You're welcome. Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah. All right. Sleep good. Sweet dreams. Okay. Zolo, Mexican hairless dog comes in 3 seconds. Hey. Oh, shit. Am I out of my room? Dick. Go.
I do. Pigeons have 4 color receptors. We only have 3.
Pigeons have 4.
Yeah, that's right. So they see more color than we do.
Birds are bullshit. They're cheating. Pigeons?
Well,
I knew 15% of women do. I did not know pigeons.
Yeah, the mantis shrimp has more than 10.
Photoreceptors?
Yes, that's right. Different kinds of or pigments that are used for the photoreception process. So we may be cheated in many ways.
That's for sure.
So yeah, we and we don't, for example, perceive polarization of light, and birds and maybe bees do is they can perceive the polarization of light. We can't directly experience electric fields, and there are animals in the water that can do that. So some that see infrared, some that see ultraviolet, and we can't. So we have a very small window, and other animals are not restricted to the windows in which we see. So I like your idea that there's an infinite space of conscious experiences to explore, and when we look at different animals, we're seeing different explorations with different headsets, and different, as you say, different constraints, and it's in some sense consciousness exploring all of its possibilities, all the possible ways that to explore it. So in some sense, we're here for the ride, and we should enjoy the ride. We're exploring. We thought this was the final reality. No, this is just one of countless possible headsets, just one of countless, and we'll enjoy this ride, and then consciousness will then is looking through other headsets. So I like your idea that it's there's some kind of consistency, some kind of coherence, but it's a subset of the experiences. There's an infinite number of experiences to explore. So this ride never ends.
Okay, so when I think about consciousness as fundamental, I cannot help but imagine a blob that then takes shape in the form of a human or a lizard or an avocado, whatever. Help me understand do you have an image in your head of what consciousness is? Is it just completely non-physical?
Well, maybe the closest I can get that would be the way that we communicate to people would be if you go into an entire